Hey, my name is Joe Sechrist, and I want to talk to you about cyberbullying and what school personnel need to know. Bullying has been around since the beginning of civilization. Bullying is always the stronger preying upon the weak, but bullying has evolved with the rise of technology. A new form of bullying, namely cyberbullying, has become a growing problem. Cyberbullying doesn't differ much from the type of bullying that many children have unfortunately grown accustomed to in school. The only difference is that it takes place online. Cyberbullying is the repeated use of technology to harass, humiliate, or threaten. Typically, this is done through mean comments, online rumors, sexual remarks, shunning, homophobic insults, and unwanted sexual suggestions. Essentially, anything that is posted online that's intended to hurt or upset someone else, regardless of what the topic is considered to be cyberbullying. Who are the bullies? As far as the bullies themselves are concerned, they come from all walks of life. Studies show that children with less involved parents and those suffering from depression or anxiety tend to display bullying behaviors. The most common targets or the victims for cyberbullies are children, young adults, especially girls, students, and members of the LGBTQ community. Bullies often ridicule disabilities and mental problems like autism, physical defects, and learning problems. By 2019, just under 43% of teens reported they were victims of cyberbullying. So we need to be able to keep an eye on students who have these issues to make sure that they are not being bullied either in school or out of school. The most common platform where cyberbullying takes place is the mobile phone. The most common apps include Instagram, followed by Facebook, and Snapchat. Many people also experience cyberbullying while playing online games with multiple players. Bullies, just like with bullying, the impact of cyberbullying has a huge impact on the victim's well-being and their overall quality of life. Some studies suggest that bullies are more aggressive online, so the impact could be even greater. Victims of cyberbullying often experience much lower self-esteem, greater social anxiety, sleep disorders, feelings of isolation, lack of focus, depression, a decline in academic performance, and suicidal thoughts. Some victims may self-harm, skip classes, or develop eating disorders, or abuse drugs or alcohol. It also includes hate campaigns and freezing the target out of social activities. The impact is serious. 66% of victims stated they felt powerless in their ability to respond to abuse or harassment online. Unfortunately, most children believe this is a normal occurrence and don't let their parents know. Consequently, parents are often not aware that their child is being cyberbullied. 70% of teens said the best way to stop cyberbullying is to block the bully on social platforms. Other things students can do would include reporting to the school, collecting evidence, reporting it to the site, talking to a trusted adult, and just telling the bully to stop. "83% of young people believe social media companies should be doing more." As of November of 2018, 48 states had electronic harassment laws that included cyberbullying. Most state governments, though, have balked at passing new laws to further criminalize cyberbullying and instead opted to direct schools to deal with the problem. However, in 2000, the courts made it clear that schools do have the authority to discipline students when speech articulated or behavior committed off campus results in a clear disruption to the school environment. So what can schools do about cyberbullying? While some school personnel are hesitant to get involved in cases of cyberbullying that occur off campus, they do have a responsibility to stop anything that has the potential to deny a student a safe learning experience. School responses need to be targeted, focusing on the nature of the harassment, comprehensive, long-term programming versus a one-time brief presentation, and demonstrating effectiveness. The bullying has to stop or at least be significantly reduced. So what do schools need to do about cyberbullying? Well, there's several implications for school policy. Number one is that specific definitions of harassment, intimidation, and bullying, including electronic bullying, need to be made known. Number two, there need to be graduated consequences and remedial actions. 3, there need to be procedures for reporting. And 4, procedures for investigating bullying, including cyberbullying. 5 is that policies need to specify that a student's off-campus speech or behavior that results in substantial disruption to the learning environment or infringes on the rights of others can be disciplined. And number 6, procedures for preventing cyberbullying. In conclusion, education is the only real solution. It's important to teach children what cyberbullying is, what its impacts are, and how it can be prevented.